welcome to the Vita Cast, episode 42. I'm your host, Tyler Oltoff, and with me, as usual, is Kyle Weekly.
Hello, everybody.
And we're a bit late. I blame science.
I blame Batman.
Oh, okay. What did he do?
Bring it on, Batman. I'm calling you out.
We're just going to hear you get disconnected, and we're going to be like, well, it's just me talking to myself.
It'll be like Sword Art Online Season 2. I'll get shot through the TV.
Spoilers. People need to watch that if you haven't, by the way.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's get right to it. Let's start with the things that we've been playing. I just recently got Murasaki Baby. That game is weird. It's fun, but weird. It's got the weirdest, art style and creepiness to it, but it's charming at the same time, so I'm enjoying it, but I need to play more of it. I played a little bit of WRC4. That game's awesome. And it's on sale, by the way. Wink, wink. I'm trying to go pick that up. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. I only played a couple more races. And yeah, Kyle knows the struggle. I've got way too many games and not enough time. What else did I play? Oh, Sword Art Online. Yeah. I am struggling on a boss. And it's pissing me off. But I'm working on grinding some easy enemies to level up my characters and take on the boss again and win. Beat this place. Although I think I'm only on the third boss, so I'm not that far. I gotta work on it. And there's something. Oh, Frozen Synapse Prime. I've been playing a little bit of that. There's no embargo, so I can talk all about it that I want. So, but I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I've only played maybe 10, 15 minutes, but it's interesting. It's hard. It's very strategic. So if you're really into strategy style games, this is one that you should definitely keep an eye on. But I'm going to play a little bit more of it, see how it is, and yeah, go from there. What about you, Kyle? What have you been playing?
Well, of course, like you, I've been playing Sword Art Online. I have to admit, I haven't even gone for any of the level bosses yet. I've pretty much been wandering around the hollow area like an idiot, just killing everything I see and taking on all those little missions that pop up and stuff like that, leveling my character up, trying to get, a little bit ahead before I make the mad rush for level 100.
Yeah, you're gonna blow right through all the first couple level bosses or whatever, because the first boss wasn't too hard. They take some damage, because I think they have 3 health bars when you go against them. But you're just gonna blow right through them and be like, this is easy. This is great.
Well, I've encountered some pretty crazy bosses in the hollow area, kind of screwing around and stumbling upon some areas, and there's been some times where I've gone through, the whole level and I come to the last door and I go in and just get demolished and have to earn all that crap back. So it's been quite, unique, and it's not like I'm lost and I'm like, oh, this is boring. I'm lost in the hollow area and I'm like, holy crap, around every corner there's something to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's been really cool, and I guess I've been slacking a little bit on the, go through the actual game bit and just kind of been killing everything. So I gotta get back to that, but it's been really, really interesting. So I'm looking forward to, seeing how good these bosses are. Seeing if I can take them down with 3 hits or not.
You wanna know what's scary?
What?
The big update is coming soon.
Oh my god, that is... It's 3 days?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, Tyler, we're gonna be screwed. Yeah, we're screwed. Thank God that Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus is coming out mid-October now, because I would be so boned. Even more so than I am. But anyway. So yeah, I've been playing Sword Art Online. Also, I've played a little bit more Hot Shots Golf with Toro and Kuro. I did have the costumes, I just hadn't activated them, so I went in and dressed my dudes, and then I, took them out for a little game of golf. So that was it. That was pretty cool. And we also did a video of that a couple weeks ago, so if you want to check on the channel, we have Toro and Kuro out there golfing away. And other than that, I played tabletop racing, so I played some of that. I've been going through the career mode, trying to get a couple of the trophies, just kind of racing around, seeing how how it is. And I really like it, and I haven't encountered any issues that, people have been talking about or anything like that, but it's post-patch, so I wasn't expecting any. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing this week.
Nice. So I kind of ignored you for a second, because...
Thanks, Tyler.
I'm kidding. I know what you're talking about. Tabletop racing, trophies, yeah. But, bringing up Toro and Kuro, made me think of that Freedom Wars picture, where they're like little cats, and they're like, being held by those girls in Freedom Wars.
Yeah, they're weapons, man. I think
they're weapons?
I think they are.
Anyways, that picture, I want that picture to have, like, not the sample or demo on it, because I want that as a wallpaper on my Vita. It's just too perfect.
Oh, no, it's not that game. It's Fantasy Star that they're weapons in. I was thinking wrong game. Yeah, never mind.
You know what I'm thinking about, though, right? The picture?
Yeah, I know what picture you're thinking about now.
I posted that picture on Facebook and tagged one of my friends. She loves cats, and I actually just convinced her to buy a Vita. And I was like convincing her to get Freedom Wars, and then I saw that picture, so I tagged her in it. I was like, Freedom Wars has cats, you're sold. And she's like, I love it!
Tag her with the Hot Shots Golf video and make her get that too.
I should. I think she bought it.
Actually, there you go.
Yeah, when it was on sale, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, I convince people to buy everything. I should work for Sony.
Everybody should buy Hot Shots Golf. It's just the shit.
There we go. But yeah, sorry to derail that, but
it's all good. It's all good.
It's Vita related.
Of course.
So anyways, let's talk about some of the reviews we had this week. What did we review this week, Kyle?
Alright, so we've got 2 reviews up this week. We've got Gravity Crash Ultra from Brad. He gave it a 4.3 out of 5. And we've got Joe Danger from Charlie, who also gave his a 4.3 out of 5. So if you're looking for some good games that are a little above average, those look like some 2 to grab. So yeah, go check out the reviews on the site.
I haven't read Charlie's review of Joe Danger yet, but I've been having a lot of bugs in that game.
It seems like a lot of people, I'm not sure if it's random or what, I haven't, completely read up on it, but, I know right after it was released, a lot of people were complaining the first couple levels, if you try and go back and redo them, it causes game-ending crashes or whatever, so apparently there's some sort of issue there, and I also heard they're working on a patch, so hopefully they're looking to fix that.
It makes me wonder how these things get through.
Well, yeah, it's like, it might have been just a case of the guy who played it through the first time, on the last run of testing or whatever was so good that he didn't have to go back, so he didn't even notice it, you know what I mean?
Right, that's true.
It's something like that. It's not something that you can't get through the game without, but if you go back to try and play, I guess it screws up.
That's what happened. It would actually happen when I was recording my video for my YouTube channel. I died and then went back, and then the screen just went completely black, but all the sound effects and everything was still happening. I was like, wait, what? What's going on?
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a bug there. So, just like all the great game with a bit of an issue, and hopefully they'll patch it soon, and we'll, get back to playing, because that's when I was definitely looking forward to coming to the Vita, and now that I've read Charlie's review, I'm looking forward to playing. However, I don't want to do it until it's fixed.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I'll wait until it's 100%. Or at least
we've got too many games to play anyway, don't we, Tyler?
That's way too true.
Yep.
I'm still trying to play some more Soul Sacrifice Delta. I know. They just released the DLC with the God Eater 2 guy.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried them yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I tried them, and you gotta keep in mind that I've only had the game for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe more. I can't remember when it was on sale. But anyways, I've had it only for a little bit. I haven't played very much. I'm only a combined level of, I think, 30 something. So my soul I can't think of what the two are. Anyways, I'm not that high of a level. I fought him for about 25 minutes and lost.
Nice.
I was so disappointed. He hit me and it would take half my health. So I'm running around dodging, healing, running around dodging, healing. I'm like, I'm a badass! And then he punches me in the face and I get lost.
You need me in your party, Tyler. That's all there is.
I do. I just need to get better. I want to get, like, the Freedom Wars gear, but that's a different boss.
Yeah.
But anyways, again,
we've got to team up for some more Soul Sacrifice, because
we do.
Doing the first one was awesome, and this one's so much better, so we got to get into that. Plus, I need your help with some trophies.
Oh, there we go. We need to do that. Maybe an upcoming lounge play.
Definitely.
And then maybe
there's so many good games we need to play, Tyler.
Yeah, it's just building. Just building. When Freedom Wars comes out. You will not hear from us. Unless you are on Freedom Wars with us. Then you will hear from us nonstop.
We probably won't hear from you for a while until Freedom Wars comes out, when Minecraft comes out. So waiting for you to disappear anyway, Tyler.
That's true. But who knows when that's coming out. They're just so quiet and fixing all those bugs and whatnot. I just need to get a fly swatter. Anyways, terrible joke. Alright, let's head on to the news, because we've got a bit of news to smash. Alright, so first up...
Don't you want some new releases first, Tyler?
That's right, I got the wrong thing. You might as well. Give them those new releases, Paul. Do it with an accent.
Boy! This week we've got Murasaki Baby and One Like Hell. Both regions, North America and Europe. Yeah, my accents aren't that great.
That was terrible.
I know.
Gosh.
You can't call me out like that, Tyler.
That's alright, that's fine. My turn?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, right, let's do this. Murasaki Baby. I can't do it either. Oh god, that was terrible.
You sound more Australian than you do English.
Hello, Murasaki Baby.
Murasaki Baby on the Bobby.
We're gonna run like hell on the Vita. Yeah. Alright, that was terrible. We can be mocked on Twitter and everything else. So
yeah, we're probably gonna get a ton of hate mail for that, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's alright. Alright. Now the news?
Yes, Tyler, now we can go to the news.
Oh, there is a flash sale. I don't know what all the games are, but it's like all racing themed games, right?
Yeah, it's all racing, except for some reason How to Train Your Dragon 2's on there, so I don't know about that. I don't know if that's like a racing game or what, but it doesn't sound like one, so...
I think they do like some type of racing in the movie, but I haven't seen the movie, so...
I have no idea. I don't watch that kind of show. My only cartoons are anime or The Simpsons, pretty much.
There you go. Well, yeah, there's a flash sale. Some good games on there, and if you've been holding back on some racing games from the Vita, there's some good ones, so go grab them. Alright, now the news.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, first up, Aqua Kitty DX takes the plunge on PlayStation Vita. Tiki Pod has revealed to Punk and Lizard that their PS Mobile game, Aqua Kitty Milk Mine Defender, is being brought over to the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 as Aqua Kitty DX. Aqua Kitty is an arcade-style defense game that has you protecting a group of cats who are mining for milk at the bottom of the ocean. It's a fast-paced, skill-based shooter that will test your timing and reflexes. No specific date was announced for its release, but Punk and Lizard were told that it is coming soon. Next up, oh, and by the way, that's one I told my friend that she needs to buy, the cat lover, so she's probably going to buy it.
Nice.
Anyways, FIFA 15 PlayStation Vita bundle headed to Europe. It has been announced on the European PlayStation blog that a brand new PlayStation Vita bundle featuring EA Sports FIFA 15 will be launching on September 26th. The bundle is featuring a PlayStation Vita 2000, a 4GB memory card, boo, should be an 8, a digital code, boo, should be physical, will be available in the following regions: Austria, Benelux, what the hell is that place? I've never even heard of it. Anyways, Switzerland, UK, Ireland, Cyprus, Greece, Israel, Iceland, Croatia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, France, Germany, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Malta, South Africa, Turkey, and Italy. And I probably slaughtered a couple of those names, so I apologize. With a recommended retail price of €199.99, it is suggested to check with your favorite retailer to find out whether they will have availability of the bundle come release. So, if you don't have a Vita and you love FIFA, there you go. Sega bringing the World End Eclipse to Vita. This week's Famitsu has revealed that Sega are working on a new free-to-play online theater RPG called The World End Eclipse. It is coming to PlayStation Vita this winter in Japan, with Valkyrie Chronicles 2 producer Shinji Motoyama taking the reins and Katsumi Inami handling character design. The game is set in a world that has been decimated by a war between dragons. This game's setting features both military and fantasy elements, with the people who built a city on the back of a dragon carcass after being forced off the land getting caught up in a conflict between both people and attacking goblins. The World End Eclipse is also set to release on PC and smartphones with save data compatible between all three devices. We are also told that the game's world may change depending on how players act within the world, and that the game will feature cross-platform co-op play.
Aw, yeah. Alright, moving on. A new girl action game called Bogosuka Girls Tatsunoko Gakuen Climax is in development for the PlayStation Vita, this week's Famitsu reveals. Developed by Tatsunoko Production, the game grants its heroines the powers of a Tatsunoko hero when they don that hero's suit, which results in strip battles. The game will feature over 50 characters, including Yatterman 2, Jun the Swan, Gold Lightan, and Boyaki, as well as featuring assault-based fighting, shooting, melee, and cutting scenes when you tear a character's clothes. There's even one of those mini-games that allows you to touch the girls, this one taking it a creepy step farther by letting you do so while they sleep.
Oh, boy.
Tyler's down for that.
Wow. Not gonna hear from me. Screw Minecraft.
As for the plot and premise, they go something like this. Bogosuka Girls Tatsunoko Gakuen Climax is an action game that features high school girls who hope to become idols. After a heart of evil is placed within their school and Dokuro-ware begins to spread, the girls get set off to counter this evil and save the world from crisis. Dressed in their J-suits that grant the heroines the powers of Tatsunoko heroes, the girls will do battle with those that are clothed in the Dokuro-ware with the aim to strip them of this evil clothing. Set for release in Japan in spring 2015, be sure to keep an eye on the Vita Lounge or an ear on the podcast for all your Bogosuka Girls Tatsunoko Gakuen Climax Vita news. And that's a mouthful.
Boom.
Next up, a number of new gunpla and a new stage has been revealed for Bandai Namco Games' Gundam Breaker 2. The new level is called Gundam Cafe and is a real-world location in Odaiba, Tokyo. You will do battles on the tables of the Gundam base of operations, and you'll be able to do this with gunpla such as the new ones below, which have been revealed in Famitsu as being playable in the game. There's a list here, and I'm going to read them as quick as possible. Gundam GP02 Physalis, AGX04 Guibera Tetra, Denanzon, Dendrobium, the O, Gundam 00 QANT, V2 Assault Gundam, V2 Buster Gundam, Camphor, GNX, Shining Gundam, Wing Gundam Proto Zero EW, and Gundam GP01FB Zephyran Keys. Due to release on PlayStation Vita in Japan this winter, keep an eye on TVL for the Gundam news you need. And next up, 32-bit anthropomorphic RPG Sanctum Polis Rest Eternal Memory has been given Sony stretch goals, meaning accompanied with PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 versions of Vita port could be in the works if the Kickstarter can reach 120,000 before October 19th. The goal for the project is 55,000, which would see an English and Spanish PC version of the game released. For a Vita port of Sanctum Polis, the Kickstarter would need to do more than double its target goal. At the time of writing, the amount raised currently stands at 10,575, with 38 days to go, though the developer is also accepting funds through PayPal, where the current donation figure is $1,000. The game follows Saxton, a Shiba Inu, which is a small Japanese dog, who finds himself thrown into Solaris Notre University, a religious reform school that takes in troublemaking youths and brainwashes them into working for Solaris, the gun goddess, as clergy. The university is split into two castles, with one housing male students and the other female. Luckily, our hero meets a group of students who go by the name of Silent Uproar, who are seeking escape from the university. The game takes a unique twist when Saxton discovers that he has the ability to invade dreams, Inception style. During the day, players can build relationships with other characters and attend classes, but at night you enter the dream world and battle the evil creatures who dwell within. Similar to other games in the genre, the relationships you forge with other characters affect how the game will play out and ultimately decide the ending you will get. We'll be helping Sanctum Paulus reach his stretch goal. There's a link for that on the site.
Alright, next up. The Wolf Among Us coming to Vita in November. Woo! Finally!
Woo, finally!
The company behind The Walking Dead has revealed via a tweet that the complete first season of The Wolf Among Us will be heading to stores this November. No confirmation of a digital release was announced, but taking into account the company's complete Season 1 release with The Walking Dead on Vita, it is more than likely that digital and physical versions will release at the same time. Telltale also revealed in a separate tweet that a physical and digital copy of the complete The Walking Dead Season 2 will arrive on Vita in October. Woo! Next up, Little Big Planet Marvel Edition coming this November. Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita Marvel Superhero Edition will include a full version of the original Little Big Planet Vita and a ton of bonus Marvel content. In this new version, you can expect costumes of all of the greatest Marvel heroes, new minigames featuring the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D., and a plethora of new Marvel stickers, decorations, effects, and objects to include in your own creations. All the additional Marvel content will be included on the retail game card and our digital copies. No redeemable codes. Woo! At this point, it looks like the game will only be coming to Europe and is more for people who don't already own a copy of the first Little Big Planet Vita. It will be out on November 19th in retail and digitally for a great price of €19.99. Roguelike title Asura heading to PlayStation Vita. Thanks to our good friends at Pumpkin Lizard, we have learned of an upcoming title called Asura from Indian developers Ogre Head Studio. Labeled as an unforgiving hack-and-slash roguelike, Asura sees you assuming the role of a titular demon prince who has been imprisoned by the Diva Empire in the arena. You will need to fight your way through hordes of enemies as you defeat them wave after wave, crushing champions and bosses along the way, with challenge heroes inspired by Indian mythology along you adventure. You can level up, which will unlock and upgrade various elemental runes. With many chests to open and items to discover, you must beware of death, as when the player is defeated, all his equipment and items will be lost. Overhead Studios told Pumpkin Lizard that the game is around 60% complete at present and features the following gameplay mechanics. Unique attribute and stat system. After every wave, you get to add elemental runes, which can increase the stats, learn new abilities, and earn new passives. Over 65 unique runes to unlock. Unlock and upgrade from a roster of more than 65 runes by spending your glory points. Races of enemies, champions, and bosses to unlock. Unlock enemies and champions inspired by Indian mythology, each with its own unique characteristics, skills, and traits. Roguelike gameplay experience. Be sure to be very careful, as the player will lose all of his equipped items immediately after defeat, no matter what kind of enemy or difficulty he or she is playing. Tons of epic loot to plunder. The player may encounter many chests from the gods, which can be opened to reveal new items and accessories. He will also be rewarded with epic chests when he defeats a champion or a boss. Unleash the Rakashasha abilities. Collect and equip a whole set to unlock the epic Rakashasha abilities and metamorph into a demon to wreak havoc in the arena.
Alright, I just got a comment there. You know that whole, anything can kill the character kind of thing?
Yeah.
I would love to see a game just pull the crap where they, make a bee, and then the character's allergic to the bee, and he just walking along, gets stung, and dies.
There we go.
Just as a troll, even if it's you play the game through once and it only happens on New Game Plus, and it, reverts completely after, or something like that, it would just be the most hilarious thing to troll somebody with that. Your character's died from anaphylaxis, and then that's just a game over screen. You have to hit every button to get out of it or something. It'd be so funny. Anyway, moving on with the news. In addition to the 4 ninja teams coming forward from Shinobi Versus, Estival Versus is said to add a new team to the mix, according to news scans from Famitsu Magazine. So these are the 4 new characters for Senran Kagura. The first is Sayuri. She's an elderly woman who carries a large tobacco pipe that resembles a cane and wears an armband that says lifelong service. She's believed to be the leader of the faction. Ranga is the oldest of the three sisters and wears a Chinese-esque outfit. As for combat, she wields a pair of sticks called ratai as her weapon of choice. Kafuru is the youngest of the sisters and fights with a water gun. She's also usually the target of Hanabi's breaststrokes due to her underdevelopment. And Hanabi is the middle child. She's so fond of festivals that she's nearly always wearing a seasonal Japanese happy and headband. Her weapon of choice is an oversized hammer. Some additional details from producer Kenichiro Takaki. The game's the new team's characters also appeared in other games. A different form of Senran Kagura 2's pair battles has also been added to the game. In network battles, which are based on those in Shinobi Versus, there are plans to add more rules and increase the number of participating players. A new multiplayer mode will be available, and in addition to the clothes getting ripped up and damaged, they can also now get wet or dirty, with overly wet portions becoming see-through. Aw, yeah! Senran Kagura SLO Versus is due in Japan on March 26, 2015. A limited edition will also be available at launch, featuring a drama CD, theme song solo, and arranged CD, and 5 Nitango, which are figurines, of characters from Hibijo Clandestine Girls Academy. And UK developer Carnivore Studios sets £20,000 Vita target for upcoming title. Do you love visual novels? Horror? This upcoming title from Bromley-based developer Carnivore Studio might be your thing, and it has a Vita stretch goal. Set against the backdrop of Kodoku Island, the title focuses around a group of characters in a hostile environment full of dangerous and insane individuals. With a mostly linear story, decisions you take in the game will cause difference to scenarios, and Carnivore Studios say that the game will be frightening and make you want to take a break, but you will return for the thrill. The core cobalt mechanics will be, when you encounter a monster, you have a certain percentage of chance to destroy it. Then, you need to pick up the spells that you want to cast on the enemy. Each combination will do more or less damage and will increase or decrease your luck. Your perspicacity will help you find the proper spell combination depending on enemies' weaknesses. And when you increase your chance to kill an enemy by sacrificing your health points, this increases your percentage of chance to eliminate the monster, and if you succeed, the monster gets hit and loses some health points. Of course, in a single fight, you can safely transfer your health points to your luck, but on a fight including 3 or 4 monsters, you'll have to be smart, set your defensive and offensive strategy, and also choose when to boost your luck at the risk of having to adapt quickly to the opponent. With an estimated release of September 2015, Kodoku Chronicles currently has shorter than 40 days to run to reach its funding target, so get donating if this one seems for you. And more details from post-dystopian bosom up, Valhalla. We brought you news recently that the post-dystopian title from Venezuelan developer Subicon Games was targeting a release on the Vita, and now we have a few more details. In this world, corporations reign supreme, all human life is infected with nanomachines designed to oppress them, and terrifying white knights ensure that everyone obeys the laws. But this is not about those people. You are a bartender at Valhalla, an affectionately named bar. Although a small bar downtown, it attracts the most fascinating people this side of dystopia. Keep your clients lubricated and you will be made privy to the most interesting stories. During your experience with the game, you can interact with cool alcohol-deprived characters, learn way too much about their daily lives, and make them happy with or without chemical help. We'll bring you more news on this very new title as soon as we have it, so keep an eye or an ear out.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know, the broadcast is about to start.
Oh yeah.
So if I get distracted slightly, that's fine.
I'll be like, Tyler, goddammit!
Also, how do you say this name? Gyozat? Do you know what I'm...
Okay, hold on.
It's the very next news piece.
I think it's Gyosate.
Gyosate. Alright,
I think so.
I'll say that. Alright.
If it's not that, we'll just blame you.
Sounds fair. Alright, next up, Gyosate headed to PlayStation Vita. Amon 26, acclaimed indie title coming to Vita next year. The game is a horror platformer by designer, musician, and artist Amon 26 and is set to release on the PlayStation Vita in 2015. The premise of the title is that many years ago, a god named Orieisha, Oh boy, here we go. The creator of man and a goddess of earth named Gaiozat clashed, or that other god, made man as a gift to her, but she saw that their neglect of her and planet as an insult and killed millions in a cataclysm. Enraged, he dashed her apart across her own planet, burying her essence into the core as a prison no god could ever reach. As time passes, his regret and loneliness overwhelms him. The only way to find her again is to die as a god, forsake his creation, and seek her out as a mortal. Next up, digital worlds and diseases detailed in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. We are told all about new character Yuko, learn about a disease known as the Eden Syndrome, and find out about network dungeons that are only accessible to your character. Find out more below. Let's do it! Yeah! Eden Syndrome. Rumor has it that a mysterious disease known as the Eden Syndrome is plaguing the world, a strange disease that develops within heavy users of the Eden cyberspace. It is said to be caused by those that use illegally tampered digivices or by a brain jack. You will find that those suffering from the Eden Syndrome virus had either had their brain overloaded by a digivice's data downloaded or their brain jacked by a hacker. No one knows the source of this, but those that suffer from the disease are contained within a special hospital facility in order to prevent chaos in the world when the game's hero pays a visit to the hospital. The truth of this disease is revealed before their eyes. Yuko Kamashiro. Visiting the hospital to investigate the cause of the Eden Syndrome, Yuko Kamashiro is a girl with dark hair and sad eyes. Whilst at the hospital, the game's hero appears before her. Someone close to Yuko appears to be affected by the Eden Syndrome disease. What request will Yuko ask of the hero? Network dungeons. Humans by nature cannot enter into the electronic world. However, our hero has a unique ability called the Connect Jump, which grants him the power to do just that. By using the power of the Digimon, various information can be accessed by the hero. Bypass security and enter the network. As mentioned above, humans cannot enter the local server in cyberspace where valuable data is stored. The hero, however, uses his Connect Jump ability and can enter this space and use the network world to enter and escape facilities. Explore network dungeons protected by security. Normal users cannot gain access to the network dungeons, for the world inaccessible to regular human beings. Unlike the Eden cyberspace, this is the world where only electronic data exists. Use your Digimon's special abilities to hack security. Various types of security are located throughout the network world. Using your Digimon's special hacking skills, you can gain access to a whole host of information. The hacking skills available to you can increase by level by gathering Digimon together and by having specific attributes. You can also obtain rare skills from certain Digimon through events and such like. Battle in the network dungeons. There are Digimon that wander the network dungeons, including Gatomon and Black Gatomon. It is said that the Black Gatomon is extremely rare, with only a small percentage of them existing. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is scheduled for a 2015 release in Japan. There is no news of a Western release for the title. Jungle Rumble finds its rhythm on the PlayStation Vita. Developer Disco Pixel has announced that they're bringing Jungle Rumble Freedom, Happiness, and Bananas, a touch-based rhythm game, over to the PlayStation Vita very soon. Jungle Rumble, which is currently available on iOS, features two tribes of monkeys who inexplicably find themselves at war with each. Players will use the Vita's touchscreen to drum to the beat of the music in order to control the monkeys. Tap on a monkey and then tap on a tree to get the monkey to start climbing, or tap a monkey, tap a coconut, and tap a rival monkey to hurl the projectile at him. But it all needs to be done to the rhythm of the jungle. As the action intensifies, the music gets crazier and more chaotic until a mistake is made and it all goes silent. There also have been improvements made to the game during the transition to the Vita. It now has a more comprehensive tutorial as well as the addition of bonus levels.
Aw, yeah. This week's Jump magazine has revealed that Ruri Miyamoto will be a character root available in the upcoming Nisakoi Wedding, as well as being included in the game's first print run, Yomiuri DLC. Jump also mentions a new girl called Atama, who is voiced by Ayana Taketatsu, that has a tail and animal ears. Although she appears to be very young, she appears to be carrying a big secret. There's also a new minigame detailed in the magazine titled Stealthy Steps. The aim of the game is to avoid enemies that are trying to stop you from getting up close and personal with the game's heroines. Like another famous Konami game, you can deploy cardboard boxes and such like to assist you in getting to the ladies. Tyler's down for that. Set for release in Japan on November 27th. We'll of course bring you any news as it becomes available. Next up, we are big fans of SteamWorld Dig here at the Vita Lounge, so it was nice to receive an email from Image Inform telling us about their next project, SteamWorld Heist. Quote, SteamWorld Heist is a game about space adventures and survival, our email reads. Recruit a team of ragtag robots to explore and scavenge the remains of a destroyed world. Board enemy ships and command your crew in a unique variety of turn-based combat. Heist isn't a sequel to SteamWorld Dig, says CEO Brand Sigurgeisen. I don't know. I can't read that. Japanese I'm good with. I don't know what that is. I think maybe possibly Swedish, but I can't read that.
I'm Swedish. Maybe I can read it.
All right, here. I'll paste it to you. You can try.
All right. Let's test my Swedish skills out.
Your sweet Swedish skills?
Uh-huh.
There you go. Read that.
Oh, easy. Brand Sigurgeisen.
I think it might be Brian Sigurgeisen.
That's what I said.
I'm not. I have no idea though. Anyway, this guy, the CEO, says it's set in the same world and the cowbots are still the heroes, but a lot has developed or has happened to SteamWorld since then, and we want to make a game that is radically different. Partly because we wanted to make a turn-based strategy game, but we also felt it felt like a clever move. The obvious follow-up would have been Dig 2. We wanted to surprise instead. End quote. The game is set to release in spring 2015, and while platforms have not been confirmed, we asked the following and got a response from Image Inform. The Vita Lounge via Twitter to Michael Forsling and Image Inform. Quote, it says that platforms are yet to be determined. Should we cover it for you? Question mark. To which Michael Forsling replied, quote, I think it's very safe for you to do that, winky face. So there you have it. We'll bring you more news as we have it. Alright, next up, there's a Bomberman clone coming to Vita, but not with its original name. Everyone loves a bit of Bomberman, right? I myself loved it first on the Amiga when I played it as Dynablaster. Thanks to an email tip, we have learned that Snuck Games are bringing their version of the game to the Vita, according to Pocket Video Games, and was subsequently confirmed to us by the Thai developer on Twitter. The Vita Lounge via Twitter to Snuck Games. Quote, hey guys, are you bringing Bombing Bastards to the Vita? To which Snuck Games replied, quote, yes we are, Vita and PS4, although the name of the game will be changed to Bombing Busters on those systems. As stated in the tweet, the title is being changed to Bombing Busters for the PlayStation market, and now we know it's coming. We'll be sure to bring you any news on the release as we get it.
Alright, next up, Dungeon Travelers 2-2 coming 2015. Today, Japanese developer Aqua Plus revealed a direct sequel to Dungeon Travelers 2 via a countdown site. While practically no info was given, Dungeon Traveler 2-2 is now set to come out sometime in 2015. In the meantime, the original PSP Dungeon Travelers 2 is being remastered for Vita and comes out next week on September 25th in Japan. Next up, details on Great Edo Blacksmith's characters and touch element. First, we have two characters. Yataro is friends with the protagonist and a major influence on him. He's the one that puts the idea of visiting the girls in the mind of the protagonist. As for a job, he makes a living by connecting shop owners with people of interest. Iori is the manager of the cabaret-like establishment where the three girls of interest in the story work. She runs several similarly styled establishments in the entertainment district of Niruya, and due to her non-judgmental nature does quite well at it. We also get some new details on the touching events, which are actually separated into before and after, and are paid for by earning money in dungeons. You can enter a touching event with any of the three main love interests in the harem, Asaki, Yukari, or Kayohana. The touching minigames can only be activated once you've built a deep enough bond with a love interest. And the first part will allow you to touch them in a playful manner as part of the before play. The second part is activated only once you've completed before play with a high enough satisfaction rating. And as you can imagine, it takes things to another level. And after play, you'll actually get to take off their clothing and apparently even do a little more. Oh boy, oh boy. Great Edo Blacksmith is set to release November 27th in Japan with no word on a Western localization.
Don't run to pre-order that now, Tyler.
What if I already did?
Oh, damn it. I tried to save you, Tyler, and now you're too far gone. You've been lost to the clutches of fan service. Alrighty. Looks like it's my turn again, and this is the last bit of news, so 3 to go. It feels like we've been waiting a long time for Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition on the Vita, and it seems like we may have to wait a little bit longer, as Devolver Digital has just tweeted the game has a lot of certification issues. Here's the quote. No new updates on Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition for PlayStation. Lots of certification issues, unfortunately, and that's Devolver Digital via Twitter. Seems that the game has been in certification for a long time, as we reported that it was nearly finished in December, and that it was in certification from at least May. Hopefully Abstraction Games and Devolver Digital will be able to get it sorted soon, but we'll be sure to keep you informed either way. Keen Kickstarter followers may have already known about the existence of Pure Solar, but for those that don't, we'll fill you in. Having been in development for over 10 years, the game is stylized as the first new title for the Mega Drive Genesis this century and was released in 2010. It's a story-based RPG about the journey of 3 young heroes from the town of Rhea. Young and curious, they want to go out on an herb-seeking quest to help cure the illness of Hostin's father. Little do they know, it will be the beginning of their lifetime journey where they'll learn the true meaning of friendship and the thrill of adventure. Watermelon Games are currently working on the title for more recent platforms, including the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and thanks to Peta from our forum, we were alerted of what appears to be the game running on the Vita on Watermelon's Facebook page. While the image actually pertains to Pure Solar running on remote play, Watermelon did confirm in the comments that a Vita version is possible. Quote, we obviously didn't have enough time to build a Vita version, which is not as straightforward as the TV consoles. It's in our roadmap, and we're already licensed for Vita development. It'll be the next thing to do after the main release, end quote. We certainly hope so, as it looks promising indeed, and releasing for a classic console is pretty cool too. And the last bit of news. A couple of days ago, we brought you the news that attendees to this year's Tokyo Game Show would be able to battle the first Origami from the upcoming God Eater 2 expansion, Rage Burst. We now have some more information and a release window, with Famitsu revealing that Rage Burst will be available for Vita and PS4 this winter in Japan. No details of localization were announced, which isn't a surprise when taking into account Bandai Namco's previous reluctance in bringing games to the West. Other details revealed included Blood Rage, a new power which can only be achieved when the player has achieved certain conditions. You firstly need to build up your special gauge to 100, then swear an oath to your god arc. You will then have a certain amount of time to fulfill that oath, which, if fulfilled, will unleash Blood Rage. Simply put, Blood Rage gives you a massive strength boost. Storyline teasers. We still have limited details regarding the storyline in Rage Burst, but what we do know is that in the main questline there will be content spanning 6 different difficulties, and a new character and weapon. A new character who goes by the name of Livy Colette will make an appearance. What's more, she will bring with her a new form of melee weapon known as a variant size. Combat with these weapons revolves around attack timings, which will grant players flexibility in how they approach a fight. Bandai Namco Games made the announcement of God Eater 2 Rage Burst at a pre-TGS keynote earlier this month, and with TGS officially starting, we can expect more news and reactions surrounding everything God Eater. For now, though, we'll keep our fingers crossed for a Western release. And that's the news.
Yay!
Alright, Tyler, so as usual, we move into talking points, and our first talking point is announced release games that you're looking forward to from the week. So, what looks good?
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, it's not really new. I've been just waiting for it. It's The Wolf Among Us, coming in November. I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that since last fall when they originally said it was going to come out for Vita.
Yeah. So,
they're
finally
all too late.
Yeah.
I'm still excited, but they're all too late.
Yeah, I've avoided all spoilers, so that's
Me too.
I'm debating whether or not I want to get FIFA 15. I don't want to support EA, but I really want another FIFA game.
Wait 3 months and buy it used.
Yeah, I should. I probably should. Oh well. But yeah, of course, the Minecraft, Freedom Wars, those usual suspects. I'm happy that Senran Kagura now has a release date, so now I don't have to be confused by Amazon and GameStop and everything being confusing.
Yes, they've finally locked it down, which is nice, because there was quite a few floating around out there, and they had some dates that weren't necessarily dates, and just a lot of junk. At least now we know.
Yeah, and especially when you're wanting to put money down and whatnot, it's good to know when, you need to have that money.
Yeah, especially since now we're pretty close to when it's releasing, so.
Yeah. So yeah, what about you, Kyle?
There's quite a few. Ignoring the whole, localization idea on many parts, but, the World End Eclipse looks good to me. The Wolf Among Us, of course. I'm kind of pissed about the whole Little Big Planet Marvel edition, and I'm hoping that they're maybe going to have a full Marvel pack or some sort of deal with that.
Wait, what do you mean? Why are you mad about it?
Well, it's $19.99 for Little Big Planet plus the Marvel stuff, isn't it? So yeah. I paid, full price for Little Big Planet, and I don't have any of that crap. So anyway, there's that. Of course, Senran Kagura Estival versus, big fan. Looking forward to Shinobi versus, so that's a big one for me as well. I would love to see Kudoku Chronicles have its Kickstarter stretch goal meet the Vita, because I think that one looks really unique and something I would definitely play. Valhalla, another one that tickles my curiosity, I guess it would be. Other than that, Radio Blacksmith, if they localize that, because I don't think otherwise I'd be able to play it. And God Eater 2 Rage Burst as well. Gotta get those hunting games, I guess you would call it, down. I'm addicted.
Yeah, I love them. And, not Sword Art Online. Soul Sacrifice Delta is bringing it back, and I am hoping that Freedom Wars is gonna make it even better.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually kind of I've kind of been avoiding Soul Sacrifice Delta, because I know as soon as I start playing it again, I'm gonna get sucked back in, and then I'm gonna stop playing everything else I'm playing, and yeah, I've just got too much I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I totally forgot I played a little bit of Borderlands 2. This weekend.
I need to go back and play that too. Jesus.
Yeah, there's so many
games. There needs to be more hours in a day.
Yeah.
I don't even barely sleep, and there still needs to be more hours in a day.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's move it along. How long have we been recording? Not too bad.
But we do have more to go, so we'll move on to it. So, listener mail. We've only got one this week that I know of, unless I missed something, which is possible, but I don't think so. But anyway, so INCPDO at IN_CPDO on Twitter says, you should discuss if JRPGs are going to save or at least keep the Vita alive or not in the West. So, there you go, Tyler. Give us your opinion.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to save it, but there's an audience for it. A lot of people are really excited for Tales of Hearts R. I've noticed quite a few people talking about it, and I don't think it's a savior, though. I think it's a step in the right direction for Sony, but they're not showing any other stuff that people want, so it's still not really much. But I love JRPGs, so I'm perfectly happy with just getting a ton of JRPGs on the Vita, because I love JRPGs, so yeah. I don't think it's going to save it, though.
So yeah, I guess my turn. if JRPGs are going to save or at least keep the Vita alive, I don't think they're doing it now. Like, I don't think really, there's a lot of good JRPGs, and we're actually getting some over here in the West now, which is nice, but I don't think they're what's keeping the Vita afloat, and I don't think that even if we got all the ones that are coming out in Japan, that would keep the Vita afloat over here. I think pretty much what's keeping the Vita afloat is the fact that all the people who have a Vita and mobile Vita are just so loyal. So yeah. I don't really think that has a whole lot to do with it. And the other thing is, I've seen quite a few people, comment, hey, I don't like JRPGs, but I still have so many Vita games, it's ridiculous. I have, a 64 gigabyte card and it's full, or almost full, or I had to buy a 64 gigabyte card, to fit all my games on it, or whatever, which is saying to me that it's, even though it's, a staple and there are people who play those games and like those games and they're going to sell because of that, I don't think it's, one of the tent poles that are holding the Vita up over here.
Yeah. I think we've talked about it a lot. The Vita needs a lot of things, and JRPGs are definitely one of those things that it doesn't need any more of. Like, it needs it, but it's pretty full, and it has a ton of awesome games that are JRPGs, but like Kyle said, it's not helping what it's... You said it pretty well, Kyle. I don't even know that there anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, so we like JRPGs. Give us more. Give us as many as we're getting. That's cool with us, but I don't think it's, the biggest, the be all to end all, or it's going to save or keep the Vita alive. I think really the big thing that would save the Vita, even though I don't think it necessarily needs saving, because obviously it's making a profit, or, they would completely just say, fuck it altogether, right? Yeah. So I don't think it necessarily needs saving, but I think the thing that would push it, as we've always said, is marketing. So the big thing is tell people about the Vita, because I still get so many people who are like, is that a PSP? They don't even know what the fuck a Vita is. So that's the biggest problem with the whole thing. And then the whole, not advertising the game thing, or when they do advertise the game, they don't mention it's Vita. So those are the big problems. I don't really think the library is the big problem. And I think if they, address that marketing issue, the library would fill out because of it, because people would then buy Vitas. I don't know. Yeah. It's just my opinion. Although I heard, Amazon got a shipment of Vitas and they sold out like that. So.
Yeah. Were they the Borderlands 2 bundles?
They were the Borderlands 2 bundles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those bundles, they should have made a lot more of them, because people want them.
There's so many bundles that they missed out on. I think even to this day, I think a Persona 4 Golden bundle would just kick ass in Japan and in America, because that's a lot of people's, entry game to the Vita. They see people playing Persona 4 Golden, or somebody shows them Persona 4 Golden, they're like, damn, I gotta get that.
They should have made like a Persona 4 special edition Vita.
Well, I think so too. That would be cool. Like the Danganronpa Vitas.
Yeah, what they need to do is get a survey out here in the U.S., because they do pretty well in Japan with their special edition Vitas and all that. It upsets me how they don't do it over here. But they need to do a survey and just be like, what game do you want us to bundle and make a special edition Vita? And then the most votes gets a bundle.
I agree. That would be a good idea. I think they should do a lot of different stuff. There's really a lot of stuff that they could do to push some of these things over here. For these special editions, they should have a thing where, okay, I get you don't want to bring them maybe into the stores here because some things aren't selling so well in the stores and blah blah blah, but I mean, selling it through the Sony store, online, being able to go on there and order one of these Vitas instead of having to. What people are doing right now is they're getting PO boxes in Japan and then getting them sent there and then having somebody physically go get it and mail it to them. So that's the kind of shit that people are going through to get these Danganronpa Vitas and these special editions. So if people are willing to go through that much trouble and a significant amount of people, because I've heard so many people say in the Vita community, I want this, or I wish I could get this, or I'm getting it and I'm going through all this crap to get it. If there's that many people, it would just, make sense for them to bring them over here, even if they, actually imported them, like they were actually imported Vitas, and they said on them imported Vitas and charges a little more, I think people would still buy them.
Yeah.
I really don't get the stuff like that. And another thing is, I heard a lot of, GameStops in America are are getting in, 64 gigabyte cards.
Really?
So they're getting in used or buying them, through companies or whatever and getting them in so that they have 64 gigabyte cards there, even though they're not an official product that's selling here. They're selling them as a used product for quite a bit of money. More than you would pay on something like Super UFO or somewhere else where you get a good deal on it. But they're still doing it. They're still making them available when Sony doesn't. This kind of thing is crazy. Even if they had the 64 gigabyte available through the web store and you could only order it online that way. I don't know. I'm just a guy who loves Vita, but I think some of this shit is common sense. Yeah. It would make, pure sense and pure money to do this kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm just a guy.
The first thing I would, we need to get hired there. The first thing I would do is be like, alright, Minecraft. It's flipping huge. Let's paint a Vita green. Let's put the flipping creeper image on the back and make it the Minecraft Special Edition Vita.
I don't think you'd get away with that right now.
Well,
the Microsoft acquisition, I don't think you'd get away with that.
Well, just pay Microsoft a ton of money. They love money.
They don't need any more money.
Well, if they want to get their, what was it, $2 billion?
2.5 billion.
2.5 billion, yeah. If they want to get all that back even quicker, Sony could just be like, hey, here's some money. We want to make this Vita. You guys don't have a handheld. We're not competing with you. Wink, wink. Even though it can play PS4 games. So, yeah.
I think that would have definitely been a good idea before Microsoft bought them, is to have secured a Minecraft Vita bundle. I think that would have sold. There's so many games that they could do that with, though. Even your favorite, I think, Terraria. If they would have marketed that right, I think it would have sold well. I think a Terraria bundle, just because it's kind of like Minecraft and it's got that cute factor that would maybe appeal to a wide range of gamers. People don't necessarily think like a 40-year-old guy or whatever playing it, he's not going to go, oh, this is cute. He's going to be playing for the building or something else. But a kid or a woman, that might be something enticing. And these are markets that, of course, aren't really getting a lot of attention other than a couple of recent things like Tadeo Jones and Disney Infinity, stuff like that. So,
I'm waiting for that next bundle. I think that North America, Europe actually seems to be gets a lot more bundles than North America does. And I'm waiting for us to get our next bundle.
I really think, there's so many missed opportunities with bundles. Like a Killzone Mercenary bundle, Tyler.
Yeah,
is that not just common sense?
That should have been thought of right off the bat.
And it should have been there. Yeah, I don't know.
Put a Hellgast helmet on the back, or glowing eyes on the back touchpad.
I know. It'd be so cool.
Kyle, we need to apply.
I know.
Alright, that email turned into a longer talk than I thought it would have.
It did, but it's good to get some of this off our chests, and I'm sure some of our listeners are thinking a lot of the same things.
Yeah. So thanks for the email. So remember, you can email us as well at podcast@thevitalounge.net. Let us know what you think about this stuff. Yeah. All right. Is that all we got for listener mail?
It is.
All right. Let's head on to the check this out. We're changing it up. It used to be the game recommendation of the week, but we're going to change it up to check this out, and it's going to be anything. Games, DLC, hardware, accessories, anything related to the Vita. We want you to check out. So, I forgot to pick something. But I'm going to think of something real quick right now. Alright, this is an accessory. So, it's an older accessory, and I love it. It's the dock station, the official Sony dock thing you plug your Vita in. It's like a stand, so you can watch TV or watch YouTube or Hulu, Netflix, any of that stuff. You don't have to hold your Vita. You sit on the stand. It has a charger in the back. It also has an auxiliary port on the back, so you can plug in external speakers or your headphones. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a volume control. So whenever you plug something or plug your Vita into it, it automatically turns your Vita's volume all the way up. So it can be a little weird, but that's alright. I still enjoy it. It's awesome to just have your Vita chill there and watch YouTube videos, or like I said, Hulu, Netflix, stuff like that. And I think it's pretty cheap now. It used to be $20, I think, when it first came out, but it's been out for a while now, so you can get it, I think, for like $10, or like $6 or $7 from like GameStop used or whatever. So just go grab it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, but that sounds pretty cool to me.
Do it.
I should do it just so that I can like set my Vita up and like watch those downloads come through.
There you go. I actually used to use it a ton before I got my capture Vita, because I like would record my videos with a camera on a little mini tripod, and I got so annoyed with moving my Vita around, and I'd be like, damn it, I got it off the screen. So then I was like, I need to figure out a way to keep the Vita in one spot and not really move it around, and I bought that, and I was like, this helps so much. So it's useful. I enjoy it.
So there you go. If you're doing any amateur recording, that's a good idea as well.
Yeah, it's a good way to start. All right. I think that's all we got.
It is.
Yay, let's get out of here.
Alrighty.
So, like usual, you can find all the stories that we talked about on the VitaLounge.net. We're all on Twitter at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PSVita Reviews. Kyle's at Teflon Tactics. We're on Facebook. Just search Vita Lounge. We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/loungeplay. We post lounge plays, the Vita Cast, and we did some PAX Prime videos, and we did some upcoming releases of games for the Vita that you should check out. And the lounge play is where we get together and play some Vita games with you guys, and you guys can kill us, or we can kill you. We can beat Kyle at golf.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do that every Saturday at 12, I think.
What?
Or is it 1? It's at 1, right?
It's 1, man.
It's been so long.
1, and then 4, and then I think it's 9 BST. So
I think it's, yeah. 9.
It's 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern, 9 British summertime.
This is why Kyle's here. He corrects me whenever
I'm here to correct Tyler and to laugh at him when he speaks names wrong, except I did it today, so you can all laugh at me.
Kyle's like my PR.
There's your 1.
He's my PR agent. Whenever I say something stupid, he comes in and is like, wait, Kyle, Tyler, come on.
Give me your filter, Tyler.
There you go. So yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and yeah, we got actually a pretty decent amount recently, so we're growing.
Yeah. We're almost at, I think, 600 now, so
nice.
Getting up there.
Sweet. Also, join the forum, thevitalounge.net/forum. Join the conversation, introduce yourself, talk about the Vita, talk about games, talk about anything.
Yeah, talk about anything, because we have off-topic and stuff.
Yes.
And even other systems, if you like those things for whatever reason. You guys can talk about those, I guess, too.
Yeah, whatever. We're also on iTunes, so go subscribe to us on there, rate us, let us know how we're doing. And yeah, I'd like to thank you for listening, and see you.
Later, guys.